Welcome back to Pinkies Up. We know it's been a while, but oh well, we do this shit because we like it. Today I got One Suit Senpai, Nikki Jules. Welcome back.
Welcome. Thanks for having me. Feels like it's been a few weeks.
Has it?
This is
been a
how I'm
few
going to
weeks?
talk the entire episode.
So yeah, today we're gonna be reviewing episode 3 and 4 because we have lives and shit going on.
The
So,
butt crack of dawn too. What the
Yeah,
fuck
I
is
know,
this?
right? Good morning.
Good morning.
Beautiful
You just,
morning
you just
in
drop
Florida.
a Japanese peace sign.
Right?
Unreal.
Not this way. It has to be like that. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
man, Japanese puss is some good puss. That's some shallow walls. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get banned. for
Yeah,
sure.
I just
No,
got an
no.
average sized dick, but even in Japan, I feel huge. Oh, Godzilla cock. Yeah, hey, it's 4 inches, lady. Relax.
Oh, I thought you meant because they're running from you.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So episode 3, what if the world's mightiest Avengers were dead, right?
Yeah, that was episode 3. That's
No, it was a fucking. This is what episode 3 was like to me.
What the fuck is that?
Right? Like that what the fuck episode 3 was.
Whoever's picture that is, we're sorry.
Yeah. That
No, they
shit
tried. They
was the
tried.
biggest piece of fucking shit I've literally ever seen.
If that was
So-
your picture, please let us know. We'd like to get in contact with you guys.
Definitely
Yo.
down in the comments.
10 fucking years of buildup on these characters, making them some of the dopest characters I've ever. I'm a DC fan over a Marvel fan, by the way. Straight off the bat, right? Like Flash was my favorite hero until the Flash show came out. That shit turned to trash. But specifically in regards to the heroes, you build them up for 10 years to treat them like the biggest pieces of garbage in the history of the fucking world. Like the way each character died was so soft. That shit was like the most unepic shit I've ever seen, and it just ruined the whole episode for me.
Yeah.
The way they fucking disposed of them like trash.
Well, that was the point of the episode, and my thing with it, it was predictable. I thought it was Ant-Man actually before it ended up being what's his name? Spoiler.
No, of course. Yeah, we talked about the whole fucking thing. If you didn't watch it, it's a half a month past the fucking episode.
The only thing I didn't like, and actually what put me off, and I get what you're saying, Mike, was the fucking ending was trash.
Bad.
The way they ended it with Loki, I fucking hate it. I liked the episode all the way up. Like that fight scene right at the end, I was all cool. Okay, dude, this fuck. And then Loki out of fucking nowhere just takes over. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I saw that shit in the fucking Loki show. Like, I didn't need that.
Yeah, so
You know what
I
I mean?
lost interest about maybe like 10 minutes in. I was like, this episode's trash. I feel like I feel like we've had over a decade of these characters, and now they're just like, I feel like they're stealing from me. I feel like that's what's happening, is they're just like, hey, here's some shit that you've kind of already seen again, and we're gonna take fucking 40 minutes of your time.
So I put it together. Like, did you guys guess the end? Was it?
I didn't care about the end.
No,
I was like,
I
this
didn't
fucking
guess
sucks.
I didn't guess the end at all.
So
Right,
when
I had no clue that they would fucking. So I was confused at the end too, right? Like Captain America is still there.
They never
You know
woke
what I
him
mean?
up, right? Which was weird because didn't they
Yeah.
wake him up at like the beginning? Towards the
And I
beginning?
thought they were bringing the other chicken, the fucking. I just didn't like it, bro. They fucking like Iron Man going out like that. That's soft. That shit hurt.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
I don't
I
care if
mean-
he's tired. I don't care what he is. Like he's got nano machines and shit in his body. Or I may be confusing like some of the comic books with what his actual character does at the time. But like it just fucking pissed me off, bro.
How she just
Thor-
got the jump on him and shit. Yeah,
Thor's
Thor
a
getting
god,
an arrow, bro.
Thor dying like that. Shut the fuck up. And then Incredible Hulk
Yeah, that
in
shit
front
was
of the
crazy.
army. So like, shut
Yeah.
the fuck up, man. I was irritated with how easily.
What
all
did he even
these great
shoot him
heroes
with to
died.
pierce his skin like that? You know what I mean?
Right. So that's what I didn't get with
Yeah.
the Hawk. But I mean, other than that, like the Tony thing, they did shoot him in the neck too because he was hungover. They were trying to wake him up. They were trying to cure him because he was dying, and whatever they hit him with was
Right, yeah,
actually
yeah.
working.
Yeah.
And that one out that was more believable. I put it together that I thought it was going to be Ant-Man, honestly. When Hawkeye died in the cell, I was like, nobody's fucking in there, nobody's visible. It's got to be Ant-Man. And
Right.
then
Mm.
little twist to see that it was the father of oh, what's her name? I'm drawing blank. This is why we don't
The
do it
Wasp.
too early. The
It was
Wasp.
the
Yeah,
original
Wasp.
Ant-Man. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean, again, the ending killed it for me. Otherwise, I was gonna actually rate that one a little higher.
And
Still
then he
not
didn't want
doing
to
it for
even
me.
fight. He killed all the Avengers, and then there was not even he didn't even
Yeah.
fight anyone. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. If
Well,
you
he
go on a
fought
murder
Loki,
spree,
Well,
right?
then
He
that was
fought
true.
Loki,
yeah,
and Loki. So that's kind of it too, right? When Thor waxes Loki's ass all the fucking time, when almost every Avenger can wax Loki's ass all the fucking time, and Loki's out there G'ing this nigga up, like,
yeah,
come on, man, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, and Loki's a dope ass character, mind you. Loki should be able to fuck with everybody in the Avengers. In my mind, like, I could rationalize Loki beating the fuck out of one Avenger 1-on-1.
yeah. He's a god. He should be.
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to. Yeah.
But like, you can't just fucking kill him that easy, man. Yo, I'm fucking. Let's just give the rating on this one because I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, it was trash.
Yo, I give it another 1 out of 5 tea bags. This shit was fucking garbage as fuck.
I'm gonna have to. I'll go 2, and that's being nice.
Wow. So be real. Be real with them.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go 1
Fuck that
teabag.
episode.
Just because, like I said, I feel like they're stealing my time. Like with this episode, I felt like they just stole time from me. It was like, here's shit you've already seen. And like, what another thing is, like, they're paying teams of writers to write this shit. Like, what the fuck? Who got paid
Yeah.
to write that?
I don't. Yo, the animation is fucking still kick ass though.
Well,
right?
yeah,
That's why I keep
always
giving
gonna
it points
be.
every
Yeah.
fucking week. Yeah, but this is the first time that Marvel has ever done animation that was this good to me.
Well, that's because
That
it's Disney.
I would take still images and be like, yo, fuck yeah, let's go with this shit.
Yeah.
Even though the whole fucking story is a piece of shit to me.
Yeah.
What you got?
I'll probably go 2. The only reason why I'm saying 2, I really like the animation of the fight scene in the graveyard. That's what boosted it up to another star for me. Overall,
God, another
like-
teabag. You mean
like,
star?
Yeah,
Whoa.
teabag. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
It's too early, nigga.
Too early. Would I watch it again? Probably not. It's definitely a one-timer episode. But you know, it had mystery, but very predictable. The ending I didn't like. It was trash. You know what? Nah, we're gonna go 1. Yeah.
And 1 is just because of the
And
animation.
the
and
one
that's
is
it.
the
Yeah.
animation. Let's
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, it was. That one wasn't the fight scene at the end really was the only thing that kept it for me, but the ending dropped the teabag too with the
Yeah.
whole Loki at the very end. So
It was like, was that supposed to be a twist? Is that like?
I think
I'm-
so. I
I'm
mean,
trying to picture people in a room writing this, and they're like, "Hey, how about at the end?" Like, no one in that room was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up."
well, the
you know what I
only
mean?
thing that
Like-
I could think of is maybe they thought that it'd be a nice connection between the Loki show and all of that, because you know how the first thing that came to my mind was in the show Loki when they're like, we could give you anything you want. You can win New York. You can win all that. And then that
Right, and if they
happened,
weren't there,
so-
he would have done that. Right.
But you know what though? At that very moment, I found out I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't
exactly.
care. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, at
And
least
then-
give it to him like rightfully. Like this motherfucker, he doesn't do it. He does it dirty. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
goes. He could have simply took over the earth just like that, but he decided to bring Thanos' army and just
Right.
fucking wreak havoc. Just
But at
fuck
the
shit
same
up.
time, they made it seem like the entire Earth wasn't populated with other superheroes. Like he just
Right,
walked through that
right.
bitch. Like, what the fuck?
They just surrendered to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
which is like there were so many other Omega level mutants in there. Like even Wanda and her brother were still alive, right? They were in there.
Captain Marvel was still there. She
Captain
was,
Marvel by herself would have put an ass whooping on him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. It
No,
just didn't
I
make
agree.
sense. It didn't. It was that was lazy writing, is
Yeah.
what that was. It was lazy writing.
Because the whole point was that the Avengers were dying, but he still had superheroes. So then just surrender to this, which was
Yeah.
almost a threat when they were like, "Oh fuck, we got 48
Yeah.
hours to."
Even Hydra,
Oh,
Hydra
shit.
would have still been around. You think Hydra
Yeah.
would have been like, all right, yeah. Like,
Right.
yeah, just take us over.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Come on.
Let's
So
get
yeah,
the-
one tea bag.
yeah. One solid bag right
One
here on the
solid.
cheek, baby.
Yeah. Not even a double dip.
Well, I mean, you guys are really giving fucking the elongated speech to fucking how shitty it was. Literally, I'd rather kill myself than listen to us talk about it anymore on that episode. Episode 3 is hands down the worst episode of the series so far.
So far.
Let's move on
All right.
to the best episode of the fucking series
So far.
so far. Yeah.
So far. So episode 4, Doctor Strange.
It's fucking epic. Epic in every fucking way. Yo, if Doctor Strange is a cool ass character, they really didn't take away his personality too much.
Right.
And they gave you multiple versions of his personality, how you would be like affected in different ways. Like this felt like a good what if storyline. The fucking bad guy, everything is within himself, right? He is the strongest character and also the weakest character at the same time. They just did a fucking phenomenal job. The little guardian of the temple of fucking doom that he goes to fucking learn his dude. Everything about this was so well done in the small amount of time that they had.
Yeah.
It was fucking everything top to bottom was kick ass.
Yeah. When he went to the library of Coglioso, right?
Yeah. Oh, shit was so good, man. The whole thing.
So I think, yeah. So I also agree. I think this was the first time that they actually did. I think this was the first actual what if episode for me that actually felt like a what if episode. And this was the complete opposite of episode 3, right? This wasn't lazy writing. There was an actual story, character arc. And like you said, they didn't even with him becoming out of control like he was, it never really touched on him being like, he wasn't really evil, right? He never strayed into that area. They just
and it was
dark side of him.
understandable. It was
Right,
understandable.
Yeah.
Like so when you can, that's what they did really good with Thanos in their fucking movies, right? Is they
Mhm.
made it understandable to be the bad guy. Like, can you see yourself as the bad guy? They did such a good job with it here.
Right.
And then they also had his good version that's like, nah, bro, you fucked up. You went too far. Right. And then when he realizes, he looks around and sees the destruction he done, he realizes he's fucked up.
Right. He actually touches on that. He's not just like,
Yeah.
well, fuck him.
And at the same time, he's so fucking powerful. Like, nigga, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do now. And I like how they did like the Jekyll and Hyde shit.
Yeah.
Where they had him like fucking,
Facing
you
off against
became this
himself, yeah.
ugly from taking this much power from everything. Like there's a sacrifice for the power that you gain.
Right.
Like, yeah, like your bitch don't even want you anymore, even though you brought her back because you're an ugly nigga now, because you sacrificed so much for her. I think at the end of the day, what they're saying is do whatever the fuck you want, and the bitch will come to you anyway. You know what I mean? Unless she's dead. Then
But
you can't bring her
he
back.
still lost her in the end, right? So
He did.
even with all that,
he
still
had
lost
to.
her.
Yeah, he had to. I mean, he had the
destroyed
power
the
to keep her if he
universe.
wanted.
No, he destroyed the universe.
Yeah. He destroyed
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
So
was
like it
fucking
was an
great.
absolute saying there was nothing that he could do, and he couldn't accept that until the very end. He realized that it just all was for, they told him and he didn't listen. Sometimes you just have to let things go.
And that was the
Um,
whole moral of the whole thing, right? Is
Like,
you have
how
to
good
accept
was that
things.
pussy, man? That shit was fucking grade A beef. That nigga destroyed the whole universe for a piece of puss.
He was gonna put a ring on it, obviously.
Yeah. Hey.
That's what in the guy term you call a unicorn. That's right. You put a
don't
ring
exist.
on that.
Yo, my
And in the
favorite
end,
thing
she
too
didn't.
was when she got in a car and drove and they still died. And I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yo,
it
that
was-
shit hurt. Right where I was like, because in my head, I wanted to see that. I wanted to see the multiple versions of them trying something new.
Yeah.
And it's still being like, that's where I thought it was just fucking genius writing, where they were
Right.
like, oh shit, what's one thing that the audience is gonna think, or what's one thing that I thought if you make her drive now, because this nigga drove 6 different ways and killed you every fucking time.
Yeah.
Let's let her drive.
Yeah.
She jumps in, they still die, and you're like, holy fuck. And then that like pushed him to go beyond. He's like, okay, we can't change fate. I have to get so fucking powerful. It was so good, man.
Well, you
So good.
saw the moment where he actually like sort of starts losing it, right? So he's in the process of seeing her die over and
Yeah.
over and over again. So obviously that was starting to fuck him up. But you see the part where he actually sort of he just accepts that shit's not going to work out, and he wants himself to die. Remember when he switches seats with her? He's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll die. And even still, he didn't die. So
It was
that
fucking
moment is where
great.
shit went bad. It was just like,
Yeah.
all right, fuck it.
I don't. And I liked all the side characters too. Right? You
Right.
got the guy that's the guardian, and then he fucking admits that, like, yo, life is part of the process. He fucking tells him the answer, like,
Yeah.
she had to die, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without telling it to him, he's like, I'm fucking losing my own life. It's part of the process. Like, this is the way that we fucking live. We all die, motherfucker. And he
Right.
just couldn't accept it, even being shown somebody that he's been with for 10,000 years or some shit like that. This dude trained for 10,000 years for this woman. And he still lost her. Yeah. This is like Vegeta, bro. I bring that nigga up every time, but fuck, losses like that hurt, man. It was a great episode.
I like the fact that they hit the multiple avenues. It reminded me of like The Edge of Tomorrow, and I really like
Yeah.
that because as I watched that shit movie, I was like, well, this is what I do, and they do it, and you're like, well, fuck,
That shit
okay,
was kick ass.
okay, and you start to feel in yourself that damn, yo, this is fucking absolute. And when they went to, it didn't even go out, and she had a heart attack. I was like, oh, bro,
Yeah.
she is
Yeah.
fucked, bro.
It was
She is
the-
fucked.
The bombing in the building and shit. They
Oh,
just
yeah.
kept killing that bitch every fucking way, man.
Yeah, it was definitely, it felt like, you know, the movie Final Destination, you know, like no matter how they tried to stop it, that shit was coming.
But in Final Destination, you even have extended life opportunity.
Right,
here,
for a short period.
They're
you know
not
what I mean?
making it past that night.
Yeah,
Nah, but
they
Like,
didn't give
Final
her any
Destination,
chance.
you can go 6 weeks extra, even
what
though you're
made-
gonna get impaled with a log.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
get it to skip you, right?
Yeah.
But then it comes back around.
Yeah.
What made it also was really good was the fact that he fucking lost at the end. He
Mm,
lost,
yeah.
and it makes sense. Like, dude, this guy's been training for thousands and thousands of years. Well, you're like, usually the typical story writing for a hero, you're like, well, he's gonna succeed in the end, and you started losing, and you're like, oh fuck, dude.
Yeah.
No. And he actually got absorbed and lost, and I was like, no fucking way. They're gonna do this. And then they end it so dark. It was a nice twist for Marvel, and I think that one was a nice addition to the story because it is what if. They went completely different storytelling
Yeah.
than what they had, and it's a little darker. Dude, my girl was like, "Holy shit, this is so fucking sad."
Yeah,
My
it's
son's
fucked
like,
up.
"What's going on?" I was like, "Oh, maybe this isn't for you, son." But no, it was. I enjoyed it. I'm not the biggest Doctor Strange fan, but that definitely, for sure, I like the mind-bending twist, and it's just a total different character from the norm, and that's why Doctor Strange is such a nice addition to Marvel. And they
Right.
really do. They played to the strength, so I enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, and I think it was a good sort of foreshadowing to show us what's gonna happen in No Way Home with Spider-Man. Because it's very clear in the trailer, if you break it down, that there's either more than one Doctor Strange that's not the normal Doctor Strange, or that's just not Doctor Strange in general. But there's
Right.
obviously more than one in that trailer, and
Right.
that's something that I
Yeah,
think
so
they're
I didn't-
showcasing.
I didn't pick that up. Yeah, I just picked up Doctor Strange and fucking Spider-Man being Spider-Man, fucked it up and combined a bunch of universes, and the one Doctor Strange is fucking he's the one that fucked it up, right? And then you brought all these timelines together.
So in the trailer, you see the first Doctor Strange, right? And he has the biggest tell is like his hair, right? So his hair's never completely slicked back. It's always hanging on one side, always in every movie. That's the first giveaway. The second giveaway is his cup. If you notice, it says what the fox on it, and it has a fox. A lot of people miss that that's like they touched on it more as like a joke, but a fox in every story has always been associated with being the trickster, and they basically put it right there. And everything that they do is on purpose, and they put that there disguised as a joke. But they're also showing you that he's the fox in the story, that he's the trickster, right? Which he could be Mephisto, or with this episode, since they do relate to the Marvel Universe now, it could just not be that normal Doctor Strange, especially since we know that he's going after Wanda, right? So he might not even really be there in that moment. He's going to figure out what's going on with Wanda.
Wait, Wanda from Spawn?
No, WandaVision.
No, man, the
I
fuck?
was being a clown, but
Oh, this guy.
That's the only Wanda that fucking rings true to me, bro. Anytime I hear Wanda, Spawn is the only
All right,
thing I
well,
think
Scarlet Witch,
Spawn.
right? He's going to season four.
Wanda!
Spawn is the shit, bro.
It
That
is,
movie's
yo,
still
my
solid.
King Spawn comic books just came in. But anyways, so yeah, so that's the first giveaway. The second giveaway is that they do show another Doctor Strange with his hair down later on in the episode. But then I think the biggest one is when they show Doctor Strange fighting Spider-Man on the train. One, he doesn't have his cape at all. His cape is not there. It's gone. Also, his suit is completely black. He's not even wearing the same suit. They made sure that they made the colors sort of similar because he wears a dark blue, but that suit in particular is completely black. And like I said, his cape isn't there. It's gone.
I thought that too.
What is this? Spawn?
I only want to protect you.
Here we go. This is where they flag our episode and they're like, you can't play this in Canada and Germany.
I'm your husband.
That's pretty much what happened in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, like them showing all the mythical creatures too, and like bringing out the
Lovecraft.
yeah, the Lovecraftian monster again. That we're not sure which one it is yet. That was awesome, and I like that they showed how powerful those things actually are.
Yeah. That was really cool.
Wanda! Yeah, that bitch didn't want that nigga. I don't know who you are. You're not my husband. Fuck you, bitch.
Let's rate the episode. Let's get it. How many
Episode.
bags? How many bags?
Bags for that episode? Yo, this will be the highest fucking ratings I'd ever give anything. Yo, 5 of 5. Excellent episode. Animation was kick ass. The fight scene with him versus himself, fucking awesome. And then like the transformation, fucking everything was good about it. 5 of 5 fucking tea bags. Best episode of the series. Yo, if they did every episode like that and put the effort that they put into that episode, it'd fucking be amazing.
Yeah, so same. I'm gonna go 5. Great. The writing was great. The animation was great. The overall theme of him fighting himself from beginning all the way to the end, like that rang true all the way, even to to the point where he was actually fighting himself. Yeah, 5 out of 5. Loved it.
I'm gonna hit a 4 out of 5. I think it was a great episode. I definitely think there's still room for improvement, but if they can keep on the same path, Doctor Strange for me just isn't the full, boom. But I was very impressed with the episode, and I'll give it a solid 4 out of 5. Definitely rewatchability.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be into here comics to watch it. Definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, that's same
part
way.
of it for me too is just the excitement. Like I was excited after watching that episode. Like, what the fuck? Yo, I just watched that. That shit was good as fuck. Right. And I was just thinking of like, could I have done a better job if I fucking helped with it? And I think fuck no. I thought they nailed everything that they could have nailed. Animation. Like, could I have done anything better? Is like how I usually rate things, I guess. I don't think I could have did anything better. I thought they put a perfect fucking storyline out there. I thought they like as perfect as perfect can be, right? With fucking, of course, there's little intricacies that you could fix here and there.
And for the
But
time
on the
frame
whole,
too, right? Considering the time frame of the
with the
episode.
time frame,
Yeah.
because I watch anime episodes, right? And there's only for 30 episodes that you watch, right? There's 6 that hit.
Mhm.
Do you know what I'm saying? This isn't like an anime series. This is a full fucking storyline in that amount of time. And it hit the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Everything fucking meant something in that episode. It's one of the first ones to do so. And the only other episode that was okay that I disliked was with the butch ass fucking cunt bitch.
Very first
Episode
one.
1.
Yeah, episode 1, right?
Captain
So you got
Carter.
2 shit episodes. One of the worst episodes I've ever seen, and then they follow it up with a good episode. Disney knew what they were doing when they put the episodes out in this order. They're like, oh, good, we lost them. Let's bring them back in. And then it's going to be another shit episode next week on Wednesday.
No, I think it's the
like-
zombies.
Yeah, and like I said, everything on this show for me is gonna ride on that episode. If they fuck that episode up, or we see the same goddamn superheroes that we've been seeing for the past decade, That's it. The show is a bust for me because they have every opportunity right now to showcase at least one new character from one of the franchises that they got back that are actually involved in the story without any strings attached. And if they don't do that and they completely change this bitch, it's
You
it's
know,
gonna drop to a 1 immediately.
you know what else was really cool that they did in the episode that definitely added it up there was the fact that they interacted with the Watcher, which was unique.
Well, yeah, and they actually showcased, I felt like they actually established his character in this episode.
Yes.
Like
Well-
him watching a universe die and, someone, Doctor Strange begging for him to just fix it and him being like, I can't, bro.
Which
Like,
is
I
crazy
could.
too.
I could. We both know I could,
Mhm.
but I can't.
Which, by the way, I just watched the lineup and they're saying what if takes place before Loki. Like all these what ifs take place before Loki breaks the timeline. And the only reason why I say that is I went on Disney Plus yesterday,
Yeah.
went into the Marvel section. They actually have, you can watch all the movies in chronological order. It's fucking genius the way they set it up. But if you scroll all the way over, it goes what if and Loki. And I was like, oh, before they break the timeline. Okay.
And you
So-
guys like Loki, right? That's a series I fucking thought was trash as fuck.
What?
No.
I loved it.
Did you
Yeah.
finish it? Did you finish the series?
I
It
only
was
got
slow.
3 episodes in,
Yeah,
and
nah,
I
it's-
fucking
it's
I
slow,
keep
but
falling asleep.
you
during
gotta
the
watch
fucking
it,
thing.
dude.
Yeah,
You
the show's
finished it.
awesome.
Like, yo, dude, the fact that one of the variants that they bring out was Carter. Agent Carter was in
Yeah,
the
she's
very
in there
first
for
one.
yeah.
In the background, they pull her through. And it kind of, what's cool about Loki is when they break the multiverse, it makes everything so much possible. Dude, they said they're bringing Edward Norton's Hawk back. They said, and it just makes every possibility, like even Steve Rogers playing fucking Human Torch in the original Fantastic Four. It's a variant of the Human Torch, and it doesn't have to mean anything, but now it does, and it's cool. Whether they touch it
So
again
the theory of it is fucking way better than the actual story for me personally. Like I was not a huge fan of the Loki shit.
Right.
Yeah, mind you,
You got to watch it to see Kane. I
Mhm.
mean, let me tell you, his acting was fucking
Oh
phenomenal.
yeah. And they
I
picked
mean,
such a good person to play him.
Dude, when you're like, dude, Thanos, nobody can do better
Yeah.
than Thanos.
And that's not even the
Holy
bad
fuck.
version of him.
I know, that's what
But-
made it. But he was
so
still
good.
like, he made you feel uneasy, and
Yeah.
he still was nice. It was wild.
I don't know. So you guys are, but the competition, right, is so steep with everything that's on television and shit like that, right? Like,
Sure.
what is drawing me to watch something? Good writing, right? There's a show fucking that Steve Amell came out. He was in Arrow, which was one of my favorite fucking little dinky fucking DC fucking things, which I hate most of them, but I thought Arrow was pretty good. He's in a show called like, it's not The Wrestler, it's something close to that. The Heel. And this shit has been a kick-ass fucking show, and it's mostly because of the writing. It's about a small town fucking group of wrestlers that wrestle for a small town community, not making very much money, and a lot of people are volunteer people. But it's fucking great writing, right? Like, you're telling me to watch a show that I got to slog through 3 episodes and spend 3 hours on, where I can get 1 episode each fucking week for an hour and fucking feel like I'm satisfied at the end every single episode, right? Like, writing is competing against writing. I don't care if it's fucking heroes or not. Like, if it's good writing, it's just gonna fucking attract more people than not.
So the one thing that I would tell you with Loki is, Marvel's been doing this since '08, so they know people watch it, and the writing, it's a little slower, but it's worth filling in that story, and Loki's one of the ones where you have to. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, I'll tell you watch the last 3.
Watch the last 3.
episodes
All right,
Yeah,
I'll check it
yeah.
out. I'll check it out.
because then you'll see the variants. They do a little bit explaining of that, and it was interesting. Like it's not, and same thing with Black Widow. Like when you go to watch it, it's not a superhero film. It's she's not a superhero. She just an agent dealing with superheroes. She's badass. Don't get me wrong, but it's like when you go with the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's not gonna be a standard superhero film.
Yeah,
So
and we get that, right? But they did a kick-ass job on the Punisher. Yeah, you just said the new movie you just watched was fucking off the chain.
Oh, Chen, the 10 rings.
Oh man, yeah, they did such a great job.
I was supposed to go
And-
see that yesterday, but I fell asleep.
Yeah.
So-
stay after all the credits, all of them.
And that shit, to me, that's more appealing than fucking look. And I fucking, in theory, to me, Loki is such a cool character. Everything about him is so awesome. He's a funny fucking dude, but it just, I'm
Yo,
gonna check them last 3 episodes out, and I'll come back. Like, I'll stop right now. Right, I haven't finished the series. It's just so hard for me to get into, and part of it is just the fucking storytelling so far. It's just boring as fuck.
So if you're 3 episodes in, you might as well just finish watching.
yeah, there's
because
only
they're not
6 episodes.
Yeah, there's only 6. So,
Yeah, I didn't get to the episodes that fucking everybody enjoyed. You
Yeah,
know,
you're right there.
Yo, was that Cumberbatch's voice in this last episode?
Yeah, that was him. Yeah.
I couldn't
Yep.
tell. It sounded like him, but it didn't sound like him. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Now that you say that What If takes place before Loki, it would make sense that she's Captain Carter is the variant that they brought in that was walking through there.
oh yeah, yeah.
That it wasn't just, her normal.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I don't know, man. There's a lot that they can do with it. I'm really excited for the Spider-Man Doctor Strange crossover. That's going to be the episode. I know you're waiting on the zombies. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so I'm
Yeah.
really waiting on that. And we'll see. I'm curious, are they going to link all the episodes? Because they could totally do a what if all the way up to when Loki breaks the timeline. Then
Yeah,
season 2
exactly.
could be all fucked up.
Yeah.
So it leaves endless possibilities. But if they keep going with the way that they were going with Doctor Strange, I like the twist. It was good. So hopefully,
So yeah, I guess we'll see you guys next week
yeah,
for
a couple days.
a couple days.
It took 2 days.
Yeah, but we'll see you guys on
Oh.
Friday.
Pumping them out. Pumping
Right.
them out.
Friday. We'll be back on track, and we'll let you know how that goes. So yeah, thank you,
Thanks for
gentlemen.
tuning in. Leave some questions in the comments. Let us know. What'd you think about the episode?
What do you
Did
think
you
about
like
Mike's
it?
hat?
What did you think about Mike's Vegeta laugh? Hit it one more time. Mikey.
I will take everything.
How many tea bags? How many tea bags, guys? Let us know down in the comments, and like and subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. It will be on time,
And Joey will be here. Hopefully.
and Joey will be here for sure.
Yo, dislike.
All
Put a dislike.
right, guys. Peace.